Ladies and gentlemen, 168. What up, brother?
What up, brother?
Down the hatch. Oi. Let's pour a couple shots of. We have plenty of Tullamore Dew. Now, welcome to the war room.
Yeah, this is shit.
Yeah, we got. And in this war room, imagine if you joined a government, right? And you sat down in the war room, and they had voodoo dolls on the table. Imagine that, dude. You probably wouldn't be surprised, actually. You'd probably be like, hey.
I would say, all right, y'all don't eat people, though, right?
I mean, I go, look, I guess you'd try anything, right? You know what I mean? Might as well give it a shot. But yeah, we have a voodoo doll here on the table. We have crystals and skulls. Now, you go, Ian, what are you getting into? Yeah, well, you forget I live with my girl.
Yeah.
So,
but it does look like you're ready to worship some Satan here, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, well,
what is this contraption?
Well, if you go, oh, Jesus Christ, I know, dude. Check this out. Do this.
Is that for a cat?
It's a crazy lady. Like, I think it. No, sorry when I say crazy lady. No, I think because I think Jenna's mom gave us this. No, I think this is to get rid of the bad spirits or whatever.
Oh,
some lady goes and does that shit on you. Like, are you familiar with saging the house?
Yeah, that I've heard of.
Okay, and I've had some loons do that.
Yeah,
and yeah, like in an old apartment I got in Hollywood a while back with my ex-girlfriend. She had this loony friend that I hated, and this friend would come over, and when we first moved in, she started lighting this sage all over the house and was doing this. I go, "What are you doing?" Because it's smoky in the house. I go,
"What are you doing?" Joint down?
I'm trying to get rid of bad energy. I go, "Is there bad energy? It was fine until you came here." Energy was fine until you and your freakish kid. She had a kid that had like autism, and you go, Ian, how could he be angry about this? This kid was an asshole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he was a real asshole.
Just because you got some kind of deficiency doesn't mean you can't be an asshole.
And in this house that I had, I called it an apartment, but it was a house where it was more of a loft, upstairs loft, and there's a studio downstairs. So I was running my studio, and I had a band over, and the band was recording. And in between, we'd come out of the studio and be in the hallway and stuff. And this kid was here. I didn't know this kid. This kid comes rushing in and pushes this band out of the way. Like, yeah. And the band was like, is this your kid? I go, I have no idea who this kid is in my place. I have no idea.
You got random kids running around shoving people.
This kid was an asshole. And it's so funny. This kid made such a mark on me that I remember him like it was yesterday. He just walk up to you and goes, "You ever seen The Foot?" I guess there's a horror movie called The Foot. I don't know. And I go, "No. You need to watch The Foot." And I'm like, "You need to not talk to me anymore. I've had enough of you." And my girl was like, she was like, "Ian, what's wrong?" I go, "Get your friend out of here. Let's go. Let's go."
Definitely.
You're with the sage. You're killing the buzz.
Dad.
Everything's fucking weird, dude. So, anyways, cheers, but that's how we're starting the show. This cast is hot already.
It's all the bad energy.
It's the bad energy, dude. You see how you can just go on a rant, like name anything, and I'll just be like, look, one time this stupid retarded kid was in my house.
I've been catching myself doing that on most shit too, though, dude. Like, and it's funny, dude, because anybody mentions politics, I'm like, no, don't get me started.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, like, earlier at work, my buddy Kevin was like, "So did you hear they were trying to pass the border fucking security fucking bullshit thing?"
Yeah.
And I go, "Yeah, I did." And he goes, "Do you see how much money they wanted to get for this bill?" Nah, I didn't happen to see. He's like, 181 billion. Guess how much of that was going to go to the border?
Yeah.
20 billion.
20 billion.
Guess where everything else is going? Ukraine.
Yeah.
Both sides of the Gaza and fucking Israel war, both sides. Yeah. They plan on funding both sides.
I don't even know what that means, though. You know what I mean? Like, I can't comprehend. What'd you say, 28 billion or something? Is that what you said? What'd you say?
181 billion.
181 billion. I can't even comprehend that.
I can't either.
What does that even mean? That's a digital number, right? Mm-hmm. What does that even mean?
That means that's some life-changing shit.
Like, I don't mean to sound dumb, but what the fuck does that mean? It's because now it's not physical money. It's a digital number.
Yep.
So they just type that number in and then send it off. Like, what does that mean? and then now they're free to go get weapons or shelter or whatever you need, right?
Right. Yeah. But, well, anyways, it got shot. It got shot. It got shot down, dude, because like the percentage, the highest was the Ukraine. They were going to receive like 60-something billion. So it was one of those things they're trying to make you feel like we should vote for this bill. We need our border protected. No. They're tying on other bullshit onto it and trying to give most of the money away to the fucking who gives a fuck countries instead of taking care of us.
Right.
So it got me fired up, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna.
Don't get me fired up.
I'm not gonna talk about politics at all today, except for that one time right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's what's funny. It's hard not to almost because it's so in your face now,
and it's so fucking stupid.
You know what I mean?
This fucking Biden joke is the biggest dumb shit I've ever seen.
Yeah,
in my life, dude.
and I definitely most of the time I avoid politic talk, but what's very interesting too is that now, I guess whatever I look like, somebody say like at the show, right, at my last show, somebody will find me and be like, "You see what's going on with Biden?" You know what I mean? Like it's just like, and I go,
"You look like
I don't even know this guy." It's like, you know, I mean, I was just on stage, you know what I mean? But it's like,
you look like the guy that I need to vent to.
Who knew a punk band was like, "Hey, you see what's fucking going?" You know what I mean? It's like, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm taking it as a compliment, you know, as a big dude. This boy looks cool, and it was fun. We had some drinks, you know, but it is funny. It was like, I go, who knew this look was the look now to start talking on the right.
Maybe he did hear you sing, and your band made sense, and he's like, oh, obviously this guy knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of those songs definitely military guys will come up and say things and stuff like that.
I think most people in general, because, you know, it's not pussified and, you know, led in directions by other outsourced fucking ideas and shit.
I mean, also it was that crowd, the whole, you know, the headliners, Hoist the Colors, who are the fucking man, dude. Those guys are the shit. Yeah. Those guys are fucking cool, dude. It's cool music. So it's all that, you know, a lot of oi boys there, a lot of rockabilly folks. You know, it's kind of that whole crowd.
Our kind of crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but it was in a shitty ass neighborhood.
Usually the funnest places are. Remember when we used to fucking bomb over in fucking Wilmington, dude?
Yeah.
And just fucking have the greatest time ever, dude?
Shit. Yeah, I mean, this was and I'm not a big fan of downtown LA, and this was in downtown, and it's tent city all over the place, right? And we roll in, and it was just I mean, I got to give them props. It was a tiny bar. It's a tiny bar. And, but a lot of people. You open it up, and it's all, you know, and they play great music, you know. Yeah. So I was like, how long has this bar been around? Because you're in a shittiest neighborhood ever. So, I would never send my girl here.
So it's a place that's had to been around for a while and just fucking, you know, got the
it was wild. Everybody was cool. It was fun. It was a good time, and you know, I couldn't wait to get out of downtown though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I remember years ago I did look up if the PCH Club was still around. Mm-hmm. Nah.
No, it's hard to keep those all ages type. That really doesn't exist. The all ages hall, like just a music hall that somebody opened up for punk bands or something. That is long gone.
That's a fact, because I've been wanting to take my little girls to a show for the longest time, dude. But it's always fucking 18 and older, fucking for any music we want to see at least.
Yeah, you know? And it's I mean, I understand because venues, especially here in California, they're getting looked at with a fine-tooth comb. If they want to do it, even if it's underground, they want, especially if there's kids, there's so much liability.
Oh yeah,
and you know what I mean. Like,
well, this state, man, you can sue somebody for fucking walking in front of you, pretty much.
And I used to be that guy when I was younger, being like, "Who gives a fuck? Let everybody in. Let's party." Now I'm this age, and I've ran my own stuff. I go.
Whoa.
I want
none of that.
And I've seen it. Yep. I've seen where people they start the problem. I see where they're trying to start. I saw it.
I mean, imagine if you say like we did on the PCH Club, right? And the new age Gigi Allen came through there. And it's an all ages show, dude. And you're like, whoa, no.
I don't think it works now, man.
No,
I don't think
it couldn't.
I don't
mean,
think
it didn't work
Gigi
back-
Allen. I don't think Marilyn Manson works
It didn't work
when
then.
you're starting. You know what I mean?
It didn't work then. People just got used to it for a little
Like,
while.
imagine if Gigi Allen started today.
Fuck, dude.
Oh, shit. In fact, speaking of Gigi Allen, I took this screenshot. I saw this Gigi Allen real quick. It's like a meme that someone says, and I go, "This is Justin all the way." Let's see if I can come through on it. Here it is. Let's see. Let's see. The thing about Taylor Swift is that she so perfectly encapsulates through her lyrics the interior lives of women. It's why we all can't stop listening. We're all saying, "Wait, you felt that way? We were all feeling this way. Do men have someone like that?" And it's Gigi Allen taking a dump on stage. It's kind of a long-winded situation, but
yeah, I get the gist.
It got to it.
That's good.
I had to read it slow because I forgot why I took that screenshot. You just reminded me of that. But
That's fucking great.
yeah, very funny, man. But it is funny where it's like, and I think you were saying that too about Gigi Allen, where you were showing that to your wife or something, and she's like, I don't. What the fuck, dude?
I can't do this.
I can't.
Yeah.
But you're like, you got to be like, I get it. No,
Yeah.
I get it. Mm-hmm. I understand.
I do completely understand. But I've been so desensitized and watched so much fucked up shit in my life that I'm watching Gigi like, go on.
I think. Do you think that sucks though? Do you think that it sucks to be so desensitized? Sorry, that it's like you don't get small joy from small things, I guess.
Sometimes.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a gift and a curse is what it is, really, I think.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, and I'm starting to find myself do the same thing where it's like, they go, "Oh, that was fun." I go, "Was it?"
Yeah.
It
was all right.
Fucking saw a stripper quit on stage the other day. That's the Bill Burr joke. But I mean, really, was it? Was that fun?
Yeah.
Or are we just forcing ourselves to try to have fun?
Most of the time, I think people are trying to force themselves.
You know what I mean? Oh, if you have to say it,
They're not having fun.
which middle-aged women say that a lot. We're having fun.
Yeah.
Oh, we're out just having fun. Are you really?
Look at me on my second mimosa.
I know. Ooh, I'm wild.
I might have to call a cab.
Ooh, I'm wild. Yeah. All right, honey.
Sure.
Although those women are fun to party with.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Especially if you come across them early in the evening when
Yeah.
they're just getting started. That could be a great time up until they start getting.
Well, that's when you bail. You just leave them.
Definitely.
Leave them for their
and they won't
husbands.
even know the difference.
Leave them for their husbands.
Then you'll be like, weren't we talking to somebody a little while ago?
But when we were in our late 20s, 30s, some of the funnest times I've had was with like a 40-year-old woman that was kind of getting away from the family, and she was having a blast, and she picks up the bill.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's like, and then if you do anything like, let me run a couple whiskeys here. Boom. She looks at you like you're wild.
Yeah. Dude, I had one.
You know,
I had one.
Rhoda Indian. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was blowing her mind.
I had this 4-year-old dude when I first split up with the ex-wife, and I was took a few months to get back into the swing of things.
Yeah.
Started to, and I think she was younger than I am now. She was 41 at that time, and I was like 33, 2, 4, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Anyways, so meet this chick, dude, and fucking, we start drinking and shit, and I'm like, I keep moving my shoulder and shit, and she's like, "You want a back rub?" And I was like, I've had back rubs by chicks before, dude. It doesn't do anything, I need strong fucking hands and shit. And she's like, "You got some pretty strong hands," and I was like, "Yeah, go ahead, rock it out, dude."
It was good, huh?
Oh man, and I was like, "You're trying to get married and shit, dude.
Yeah.
This is dangerous.
That's wife material. That is
This is dangerous. I'm just barely putting my feet back into the
a nice
fucking-"
massage
Dude,
is wife material.
That's
100%, dude. She's trying to get wifed up
yeah,
quick.
Yep.
Yeah. And what sucks, now that I think about it, see, I'm that age now, where it's like, oh, an older woman. Well, she's not an older woman. She's my age.
My age, dude. Or she's younger.
Yeah.
You ever had that where you're like, she's cute for an older broad, and find out she's younger than you, and you're like, son of a bitch.
That's happening a lot lately, and that's okay. And what's making me feel good sometimes is when some people that are younger than me, they find out my age, and they go, "Oh, shit, really?" They go, "I thought you're like 30-something. I was like, I was like, thanks, bro.
I'm usually pretty good with it, dude. But some chicks, dude, I can't hit the nail on the head because they partied a lot when they were younger. You know what I'm talking about?
Did we talk about this on the last cast? Jenna, sorry, you guys. I know you guys listen to the cast, but Jenna went to a funeral of her old teacher who passed away, who they all loved, I guess, right? And everybody, you know, they're in their late 30s, 40s, right? Like Jenna, and they all look good. We saw they took a whole picture. They all look great, and then there's one, and this one, because Jenna shows me the picture, and she goes, "Can you tell which one the drug addict was?"
Looks like a
This
fucking raisin.
lady, this poor lady looked like a 70-year-old woman, missing teeth, just like look like she should be under a bridge.
Yeah,
you know, sorry, but. And then I'm
it
going,
is what it is, brother.
I'm going, that is, in fact, that picture is perfect for staying off drugs.
Oh, dude.
Now I go, what drugs, Jenna? And she goes, oh, that's meth. Yeah.
meth, dude.
And her voice is, you know, and she's still, and she was kind of a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, she needed things. She had to sit down all the time.
Oh, they're fidgety.
It was, they're fidgety.
They're very fidgety, dude.
Those meth heads are very fidgety. Oh, they're fidgety.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny. That's the name of the cast. They're fidgety. Don't forget that. All right. But I go, that is very sad. I'm looking at it. The men look good. Everybody in her friend category that had this guy, and this guy apparently was a great guy because he actually loaned his students like money. It was like he was like, oh, you having a hard time? I got you. Like he was like one of those teachers in movies and shit.
Yeah.
We didn't have those, but yeah.
I had something close, but not
did
that.
you?
Not that great. My music teacher, Miss Holland. And,
really?
At Bancroft, she was cool.
Really?
Yeah, like
wow.
Fucking. You know, she would buy new drumsticks.
I didn't know her.
For me.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd go through drumsticks, dude. Like fucking.
Well, yeah, you're fucking rock and roll drummer, dude.
Well, yeah, dude. And then
you chisel those fucking things around. They got the dust on the ground. Yeah.
Sawdust.
The sawdust. I couldn't think of saw. What an idiot. Yes, the sawdust on the ground.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I mean, there's teachers like, she was cool. But there's not a teacher that really was like, that would take an interest in their students where they really cared about them. You know?
I had a few.
Did you really?
Yeah, mostly in middle
Maybe it's
school.
just me. Holy
mostly
shit.
in middle school, though. Once I got to high school, it was only one. That
Lakewood,
was my auto shop teacher. Is the only one that. And Miss Mars, even though I didn't have her
Boom.
class.
Boom. That's
Even though
right.
I didn't have her class.
God bless.
I was always in her class.
Do you remember her first name? Miss Amaris?
I don't.
And she had a son that was cool too.
Yeah.
Right?
No, not Wesley. Maxwell.
Is that his name? Maxwell Morris?
Maxwell.
I'd like to look them up because
he had the dad's name Garces.
I'd like to look them up.
Yeah.
I'd like to look up the teacher because I still every once in a while talk about, because I have conversations on how shitty my experience was with teachers. They all hated my guts for some fucking reason, and maybe it's me. Maybe it's me.
No, most of them hated me too, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we all kind of have these same little stories because the Long Beach school district is terrible.
Oh, dude, it's
but
dog shit.
Yeah, now that I'm an adult, it totally is dog shit.
Did I tell you about the video that my daughter showed me? So I got word from Lakewood High School that there was a student fucking scuffle and whatnot. And there was weapons involved. Yep. Everything's under control, blah, blah, blah. My daughter shows me the actual video.
It's a video, okay.
This dude...
On her phone? Or
she
pulled her phone out?
Yeah,
okay.
On her phone. So this dude... no, it wasn't her actual phone. She didn't video. It was sent to her by a friend.
Got it.
But, yeah, so this dude comes to Lakewood with his brother to fucking kill this kid. And, like, one had a hatchet, and the other one had a fucking goddamn Bowie knife and shit. A hatchet and a Bowie knife. So one, the brother with the knife, he's just staying by the side. But this dude they're both going after, he doesn't look like anything, dude. Like you could just literally hit him once, and he'd probably eat the dust.
Yeah.
He's like that kind of kid.
And the guys that had the weapons, were they...
they were nothings too, but it didn't look like you need to use weapons like this against a kid like this.
Were they masculine looking or were they?
They're kind of feminine.
Were they
looking.
little femme?
Little femme.
Not like high school femme, but like femme
Yeah.
even in high school.
Well, one's the guy that's about to get assaulted in this situation. He's wearing one of those poofy fucking like like snow jackets where it's puffed out and fucking whatnot. So the dude comes with the hatchet and fucking just starts trying to fucking hack at him. Meanwhile, that hatchet is dull as shit and the fucking jacket's poofy as fuck. So, but he's making contact to this kid. The kid falls on the ground. The guy with the knife.
And he didn't hit him in the head with it, huh?
No, he got him a couple of times in the chest. And then the kid rolled over. He got him in the back. He gets up and runs off and shit. But it was funny because my daughter's showing me this, my folks right there, and I'm just like, yeah, not making. He's making contact, but that's not cutting him and this and that, And my daughter
Gonna be some bruises.
Yeah, definitely gonna be some
interesting
bruises.
line bruises. Yeah,
shit, But I was like, man. So these kids, this was the opposite of our fight when we were in school. These kids came from Milliken to fuck this kid up.
Wow. So they came into the school, into Lakewood.
Outside. It was right outside.
It was outside the school.
When you're looking
So
at
it's still going on.
Yeah.
the fight still.
Things don't change.
Yeah.
The one thing that does change is Lakewood doesn't have a sheriff. Remember how we used to have Manu, the big fucking Samoan dude? That was cool as fuck and would regulate shit. Dude.
He was great. Yeah.
Dude, that was like the high school bouncer. Nobody would fuck around if
That's
Manu
right.
was around,
It's
dude.
funny. Right when you said that, it all went rushing back.
Just complete download, dude.
A complete download.
Yeah.
And it was nice to people.
Oh, he was great, dude. He was Hawaiian, bro. I've never met a Hawaiian I
He's
didn't
a big
like.
fucking Hawaiian and fuck you up, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, of course he's cool.
Yeah, he'd smash a grape like
he's not
fucking
worried about you.
No.
Fucking high school
Fucking
kids,
use
dude.
you as a toothpick,
Yeah, dude.
What the fuck does he
Of course he's cool. Yeah. Not like Mr. Seaman, dude.
Mr. with plants growing out of his ears.
Plants. He
had
had
his nose, dude. Every
he had a
orifice,
starfish in his ear, dude.
every orifice had fungal.
Why not trim that? You don't see it,
Right?
You don't see it.
Jeez.
You're around kids. You got to be careful. Those kids will point that shit out. Yeah,
Yeah,
like he had a sea anemone in his ear.
but I don't think his eyes were that good though, bro. I think that's.
He was old. Yeah, he was probably, and he just probably didn't give a fuck. Dude.
At that age, you don't.
You definitely change your name if your name is Mr. Seaman, though.
I would think so. But then again, you could roll with it. You could be like, hell yeah, I'm spreading semen everywhere, baby.
He didn't have that sense of humor.
He didn't.
Nope.
He didn't, so it
Nope.
wouldn't have worked
He didn't
out,
have
man.
it. He didn't have that personality.
Because I did have a chief in the Navy. His name was Chief Kegel. And I was like, that's
funny.
fucking funny, dude. And I was like, his name's, named after a pussy exercise.
Yeah.
I had no idea. And it's like one of those movies
I'd go Chief K.
where they're right behind you.
Yeah.
And I had no idea. So I just get done saying that. And he's like, well, my dad was a pussy doctor. And I was like, really?
Oh.
That's even weirder.
But he owns the name, though. He's like, Chief Kegel, baby, let's go.
Yeah. Coolest dude ever, dude.
My chick's tight as pussy. Tightest.
Shit.
You sissy
with a
ass.
name like this, she's already done the exercises.
Yeah, you own things like that, you're good.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
the problem. If you don't have that, maybe I think sense of humor and things like that you're born with. But getting back to the hatchet thing,
Yeah.
that's
fucking
wild.
wild, right?
That's still wild.
Yeah.
A hatchet. That's
Because imagine if that fucker was sharp, that kid wouldn't
or in
wearing
the
that
head
jacket.
if you hit him in the head with it.
Dickhead used that fucking Bowie knife.
So,
Like,
but and the knife, what happened? Did he go after
he
anybody?
didn't do that.
So it was kind of I think they were trying to send a message with these weapons, I guess, right?
Yeah, but dude.
And they were trying to get on the news maybe or something.
But I mean, all the fights that we've been in when we were kids, dude, which is a lot. I don't ever remember ever pulling a knife. Unless I was out in
No, I had them on me.
I had them on me, but
Yeah,
I didn't need them.
It was guaranteed fisticuffs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because if they had a knife, okay, now
Get-
we're doing that.
It was guaranteed. Right. There really wasn't, other than there was always a threat of drive-bys. People would talk about drive. That was big in our time.
Fuck yeah, it was.
Why was that? Probably rap music and shit.
It was
Everybody was like, "Oh, I want to be like them."
It was definitely that. Then I remember hearing.
they're lying, right?
Yeah, definitely. And I remember
Yeah.
them saying that the only way to get away with the drive-by is to open up the door, put your foot on the curb, and then shoot. So if you get caught, it's not considered a drive-by.
That's funny.
And that legit worked.
Kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. I mean, it's kind of a joke almost. Yeah. But you're absolutely right, man. What's funny is that there was not a lot of thought and people were always trying to fight you on the street, right?
Remember everywhere I went.
When we were teenagers, there was definitely, if you passed anybody your same age or something, it was like, you mad dog?
Yeah.
It was an immediate.
Yeah, it's either 50-50. It's either whatever or we're fucking.
It was an immediate size up. Everything sized up.
And most of the time I wasn't even trying to fucking have beef. Like I had one guy one time say, "Yo, you looking at my girl, dude?"
Yeah,
I was not even looking in that fucking direction.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You came from behind me.
I was just noticing the birds and the trees.
You came from behind me.
Beautiful.
I'm fucking looking over here at this menu at a fucking McDonald's, dude.
I had that too, dude.
Yeah,
I had that too. It was like, what the fuck are you looking at? I was like, wait, what?
You can't be talking to me.
Well, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I was like, I was actually looking at this car. I thought the car was sick. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing?
But you're right. There was only a thought of fists.
Right.
And getting fucked up on the fist. That was the only, you never really thought about weapons that much.
No, because the fist made you a man.
You
know? The fight itself.
And I think there was
fucking man.
Yeah, I think there was something to that. It was almost a little bit of a sport too.
Definitely.
Now that I look back,
Definitely.
Like it was like,
because once you start, dabbling in it, you're like,
once you start
I
dabbling,
could be better.
Yeah,
I could be better.
Let me give this other one a try.
I should have bobbed instead of weaving.
Yeah,
I should have stepped.
And once you find out that getting blasted in the face isn't
don't
that
hurt.
bad,
No, it don't hurt.
Then you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, I could take several.
Life
of
is
these
different
things.
now.
Oh, definitely.
Now the fact that I get punched a million times in my face and I'm
it
cool with
doesn't
it.
do shit.
Yeah.
Oh, the first time I got
Although
jumped,
my jaw does click these days. So.
I got kind of a similar thing
I'm wondering if that has something to do with it.
It might. But I remember Josh, Drew's fucking cousin, telling me, he's like, I prefer to get jumped over fighting one-on-one. I'm like, really? Why? He's like, because it feels like an all-over body massage.
Yeah.
I hadn't been jumped up until that point in my life. Fast forward a few weeks later, I do get jumped. And I was like, dude, he's not kidding.
I gotta be honest. I've been jumped twice. Okay. Both time by black kids. Right. They were pretty good at not hitting me in the head.
Right? And nothing up the fucking, in the ass fucking bone or nothing.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
that,
I think I took a couple stomps in the back there.
I took some to
but
the
a
side.
lot to the body.
Yeah, the body shot. Yeah,
because
the
I
side.
think there is something to the in the jumping situation. It's more of a performance.
Kind of.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, plus
they're not trying to kill you.
And plus, you can't. If you don't know how to fight, which most of them didn't.
They're swinging way out here. They hit you with the inside of their palm.
And I think another reason is because they don't want to hit the other guy.
That's before MMA too.
Yeah, they're not trying to hit the other guy that's trying to hit you too, because they're swinging all sloppy
Oh,
and wild
terrible.
and shit, dude.
Yeah.
So you got 4 wacky armed inflatable flailing kids.
That's exactly what it all was, dude. That's exactly what it all is.
I know.
And if anyone had a straight punch at any point,
dude,
you're good.
You're dominating.
Yeah, you're dominant. I would say that to any kid. Like you're training your son. Hey, just one thing. Boom. Just give me something straight, dude.
Hey, and do that shit to where you line up with the wall too, so you don't chicken wing it. Just boom.
Just come in tight.
Boom.
If you stay tight, you'll win every fight.
Every time. That's fucking.
If you stay tight, you'll win every fight.
And that goes to girls too.
Yeah. I didn't hear that anywhere. I just made it up on accident.
And that's gold.
Yeah,
I want
gold.
a T-shirt.
I mean, look. You know what I mean? Like if a kid, imagine if you squared up with a kid in high school and he started doing a shell.
Yep.
Imagine he started doing a shell on
getting you in the target zone, dude.
Yeah. It's funny. Yeah. They always do, and they still do that. Like I watch, like when black kids start fighting, they quickly start pull their pants up. So and for some reason they're always messing with their pants. They're I see it. And I go, what are you doing?
That was that dumbass white kid too. That fucking back in the days that tried to run from me, and then ended up falling down.
I think he was kind of a wigger too.
Yeah, but that was like the skater thing. He was a poser.
Was he?
Yeah, he was a poser skater. Because I remember those.
Yeah, his pants fall down.
Well, his shoes flew off too. Remember?
Well, shoes are loose, pants are under your butt.
Yeah,
and then you kick his feet.
You're not prepared for combat at all, dude.
He just kicked his feet.
Hell yeah, I did, dude. Fuck
Imagine that vision though from his eyes though. That's got to be pretty wild. Like, oh shit!
I really want to see the neighbor's view, dude. Because remember, the neighbor's like,
the neighbors,
fucking, it's about time that little asshole got what he deserved.
It could be. Yeah, the neighbor's like,
I would love to see that angle, dude. Or his friend that locked him out. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Talk about like just a bunch of bitches, dude.
Dude, nothing but ran their mouths like they were fucking something reckless.
I know, but what a bunch of bitches. Like, if my boy's out there getting his ass kicked, well, I got to go get my ass kicked too. I got to go jump. I got to go get in that.
Yeah, we're both going down, or that
because I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I just let my boy get. That's crazy.
And they're watching out the window like a little puppy.
That's fucking crazy.
That
to
is
me.
crazy, dude.
Oh my god.
There's no way I'd let you. There's no way, dude.
Well,
I'd look out and it was his house, too.
Yeah.
His buddy's house.
I think there's like, man, I was listening to somebody say this, but you're either born with that and they like the fight or flight, right?
Yeah.
Those guys had the flight, right? So it's right. So that's why they probably would love to help, but their body physically or their mind physically won't let them do it, right? And I was hearing a guy that I'm telling you, I was listening to a podcast. It may have been like Jocko or something, right? And good
one to listen to,
probably. But it comes down from family to generation, fight or flight. You don't those things are not taught. You think you're taught those things, but it actually comes down from generation to generation of fight or flight. And there's 50-50. 50% of us were made to run, and 50% of us were made to stay and fight. And it
seems like the balance, the scales might have tipped nowadays, dude, because I see more flight than fight.
Yeah, and I think because
maybe it's
that's
just this faggoty state that we live in.
I think it's taught that maybe, man.
Well, I know our parents tried to teach us that too. Never throw the first punch.
What the fuck,
Which
Mom?
is the dumbest shit ever.
Mom, that's a dumb thing to say.
Because
she was taught that.
Yeah,
somehow she heard
they
that.
ring your fucking bell. Now they're just gonna dominate.
Also, the parents pay the bills, so they're like, "Look, I don't need lawsuits."
Yeah, well, I mean,
so like, I'd rather you get your ass kicked than pay these lawsuits.
Most of the fights that I got into when I explained the story, most of them, I'm not gonna say all of them.
Yeah.
I wasn't a saint or anything like that. But most of the fights that I got into when I explained it, I'm like, it came to either me being punked or standing my ground. And I stood my fucking ground. What are you going to tell me that's wrong?
Yeah.
I'm going to keep doing it every time.
Right. And when and it's like, but hey, kids, throw the first punch.
Definitely throw the first punch. You see their
here's what I think they were trying to say. Here's what I think the parents were trying to say. Don't be the bully. Don't be the instigator.
Yeah,
don't pick on some poor fucking kid. I think that's what they were thinking. Don't just
kind of
sucker punch some fucking poor guy.
Kind of, yeah, but
right.
But they didn't follow up with it. But if you see that shoulder move, or you see that cock to where you know which side the fucking.
Here's another one. Both my parents would say this one. Don't hit them when they're down. What?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you I'm a wrestler. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, actually, my dad told me that when I was really young, but when I got older, he's like, hey, man, there's no such thing as a fair fight.
Yeah. That's all bullshit. Yeah, don't hit him in the nuts. I'll bite your nuts off, dude.
No, you won't. You'll kick the shit out of him, but you're not going to bite him.
Well, you couldn't really, even if you wanted to, really. If you really think about an actual fight, you can't bite the nuts. How you going to do that?
I mean, you're going to be that weirdo, like the guy's trying to strap and you're going to pull his pants down. He's like, that's not what I wanted.
Well, there's those dumb like self-defense things, like speaking of nuts, dumb self-defense where they tell girls like kick them in the balls. Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you something. I know when I'm fighting, my penis and balls are pretty much tucked into my body.
Well, not only that, most of the time I got enough adrenaline to where I can take it to where I can finish the fight, and then I could drop to my knees.
There's so much adrenaline that you don't feel it anymore. You can break a foot, you can break your knuckles. You'll never know the difference.
Yep. But once that adrenaline runs out,
and these are things that I tell women all the time. Hey, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. And if he's some guy, he's trying to rape you or something. Mm-hmm. Oh, he wants you to kick him in the balls. He's a nut. Yeah. He's got problems.
He probably does that shit.
He probably
himself.
does it on purpose.
Yeah, he probably does that.
So all these dumb women self-defense things are insane to me. It's like
Definitely.
And all of them. Like you try to it's hard to hit a guy in the nuts, especially with the adrenaline. Plus, my dick and balls are probably so small when I'm fighting. It's probably so shriveled up.
I mean, think about how cold and windy it is right now.
Yeah,
you try to go and scrap out there right now, dude. You're probably going to kick that thing.
All head, no stem, baby.
Dude,
Let's go.
Like, what was that?
Yeah, I'm just saying we were telling people these crazy things in these self-defense, and when you really get into fights or whatever these things are,
none of it works.
You find that it's all BS.
Most of it, yeah, definitely. Especially like the aspect of karate, I want to say.
Karate's gone.
Karate,
That's gone. I'm not saying it's not. It's good. It's good discipline, and it's a good dance. Can we say that it's good dance?
It's good for stretching.
Yeah,
it's good for stretching.
Right. Sure.
Self-defense, you're almost there.
By the way, their form is terrible. Their fucking hands are fucking terrible, dude.
I know.
You're gonna get killed,
dude. Definitely.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's good for stretching, but if you want to take real martial arts, maybe stretch out with karate and take a taekwondo after.
Taekwondo's great for legs.
Definitely.
Like if you want to smash a motherfucker's.
I had no idea how much power I had in my legs until I took taekwondo, dude.
I would. Here's now. I'm just saying. I'm not an expert in any means, but like if you're starting a kid out, I wouldn't start him with legs. You know what I mean? If you want him for self-defense,
but
I'd get those hands moving, right?
But I was that kid that my hands were already moving since second grade. So I had the whole top half going good.
Yeah, I think your brain was already there though. What I'm trying to say is like, if you want to teach a kid self-defense, right? That maybe he's got some issues at school, or if you want or whatever, right? I'm almost thinking hands. Like I would definitely say these days jiu-jitsu is the greatest of all time, right?
Definitely,
but if we're talking striking,
you would want to do like Muay Thai.
Oh, fucking Muay Thai. Well, yeah, but that's straight. That's kickboxing.
Yeah, that's both.
Yeah, because I think a lot of I'm not as familiar. I'm familiar with Taekwondo kicks, but not with their hands. Is hands any good?
Taekwondo is 70% kicking, 30% hands. It's mostly blocking when it comes to your hands.
Okay.
Your strike, everything is using your legs.
Because all those Taekwondo guys I've been seeing in the gym, they're folding bags with their kicks.
Yeah, because when you think about it, your leg is 3 times more massive than your arms.
Oh yeah, and they can the torque, and especially for women too, right?
Oh yeah.
In fact, I think we're hitting on something right there for women.
That they got some great legs out there.
Oh, they got great legs and thighs. My favorite. Yeah,
like my old ladies, man, I love them.
Oh, look at my girls when she walks out. You see those fucking she squats. But man, she squats like a motherfucker, dude.
Hell yeah.
So, here's what's interesting between men and women, though. Even my legs are very thin. I squat more. I still squat more. Well, I mean, not with my fucked up knee, but okay. Sorry, Baron. Getting back to it. What about self-defense for women and your daughters?
Mm-hmm.
Taekwondo, fucking calf kick, leg kicks, because lactic acid builds up. Say you have an attacker. This is what I always think. Stop. I'm saying something very important, Bubby. Okay?
Yeah, you're kind of fucking up my man's
shit. You're fucking up my flow on my podcast. Baron, you know what a podcast is?
Yeah, quiet down over there, you.
You know what we're doing? You know we're speaking into a microphone?
I'm trying to make you some money so we can get you some more kibble.
Yeah, right? yeah. I got to buy your expensive food because you have a chicken allergy. But I would say for women, check this out. Taekwondo for women, kicking all day. Leg kick.
I try to
knees?
Try to get my girls
Taekwondo knees? Is there a lot of knees in Taekwondo?
There's knees too. Yeah. Not a lot, but yeah, the different strikes with your foot, because I mean, even just like a jab with your arm, you do your fucking side kick. Yeah. Nobody ever shows you in movies that your foot's supposed to be angled down and you're actually hitting with the edge of your heel.
Yeah.
Because that's like your power knuckles, dude, when you punch. And you do that shit, fuck, dude. They had me breaking boards, like legit boards, and I wasn't happy with it. So I went to Home Depot and bought some stronger wood.
Yeah.
Broke that shit with no problem, too. Went to fucking get thicker wood, broke that shit, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't have to put, like with a strike, with your fist. Most of the time, you're trying to put like 90% into it. You got to hold back a little bit. But with your legs, you can put in 30%, and you're still doing more than that,
for sure.
That 90% damage to your arms.
Yeah. I mean, back in the day, I used to feel that kicks didn't mean shit. because you take that kick and I'll just take you down and fucking grind your head into the dirt, right?
Most kids.
But now, I disagree because I guess with the knowledge now, where the lactic acid that builds up on your legs and someone leg kick, especially if you've never been leg kicked, I have.
Yep.
Oh, your body shuts. It's very interesting how you can shut down a body.
You could fucking
boom
just
with that
hit
leg
the off
kick.
switch.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Like liver shots and things like that. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
If you guys have never felt that, what it's like to catch a liver shot or leg kicked or anything like that, it's interesting. Your body, even though your mind is in, your body shuts down. It's very interesting.
Body just hit that off switch, baby.
It's like alcohol, right? When you drink too much alcohol, your brain says, "Well, we're done," and knocks you the fuck out. Yeah. Well, the body goes, "Yeah, you just lodged something."
Hey, that'll do it there, pal.
That'll do, pig. Lie down now. Yep. Time to lie down. You know, that's why I'm saying, like, when you bet on like UFC and mixed martial arts, it's a good bet because anything can happen.
That's right.
Anyone can get turned off.
That's right. You can fucking Silva that dude right at the fucking last moment. You know,
anyone anyone can catch a lucky shot. Yep. To a jaw and move that jaw over, and then it knocks him out.
It's a rough one to have.
Now,
too.
Of course, you know it's hard to do, but
it's possible.
That's why I love it. That's why I love fucking.
Oh yeah, especially
MMA,
especially with these dudes coming up with just new fucking ways to fucking strike too, dude.
I mean,
it's impressive, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a pretty decent fighter, but I'm nothing compared to these motherfuckers.
Oh no, of course not.
Nothing.
No, of course not.
And what's that one dude we were talking about a few casts ago? A little controversy about him where he called some dudes a chick a cuck.
Fucking Strickland, dude.
Strickland's
the man.
Yeah, dude. I've been ever since we were talking about him and watching most of his shit, dude. And
that Philly shell and the way he rolls that shoulder is very interesting.
Damn,
it's
dude.
very interesting.
That is fucking insane, bro.
Yeah, a lot of these guys, those guys very much intrigue me, man. Like a Sean Strickland or like a Nate Diaz and Nick Diaz, where they break your will. Like where their game is to break your will. They're hitting you with little pitter patter, and they'll outlast you. They can go 20 rounds, and plus their jiu-jitsu and wrestling is insane.
Yeah, they're on point, son.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the guys that or Colby Covington, the guys that break your will. Those, it's very intriguing to me.
Yeah,
isn't that interesting?
Yeah, murder your confidence,
your soul.
Yep.
Where they go, you can hit them a million times and they'll just keep talking shit. It's very interesting, man. I love watching those. I watch Nate Diaz highlights all the time,
yeah.
And he's getting fucked up, dude. He's
most of the time he's getting fucked up. But he's still, I fucking love that dude too, man.
But isn't that interesting that his brother Nick Diaz started this type of fighting? Where they called it the Stockton slap, like they have their own thing. Where it's they're pitter pattering you, they're peppering you up with 30% punches, and they're breaking your will and they're talking shit to you while they do it. And it's when you're like, holy shit, you're fucking literally talking shit to me. It's crazy.
Great strategy.
It's great, and
great strategy.
It gives me goosebumps. I love it.
I know.
There's something about that I love.
Because dude, makes you fucking feel alive, dude.
It makes you feel alive, but also you feel, you also be like, damn, I wish I could do that. Because those boys are, you could, all the bullshit, all the shit talk and all the stuff they do, how hard they work every day. They swim back and forth from Alcatraz. Like Nick Diaz has done that 4 times. He swam back to Alcatraz. Yeah, I mean, it's just like the insane just brain they have in order to take that kind of punishment and then inflict this type of punishment on you. It's insane. It's insane. Sometimes it brings tears to my eyes.
Because, dude, back in the days, we would have had gladiators. Mm-hmm. We would have had, like, the arena and shit like that in Rome and whatnot. Yeah. And we don't have anything remotely close to that shit anymore.
Do you think something like that is coming? Because
I wish it
always
would.
A step up.
I wish it would, and I wish it would be like where we use the prisoners that we have that aren't doing shit, and we're paying fucking for their bullshit anyway. Yeah, let's fight them to the death. Fuck it.
Because one of these, because now UFC is the biggest thing as far as combat sports go, and then now they're starting to get in the bare knuckle.
Yeah, bare knuckle boxing,
right? Which
that's a bad move.
It's still not as entertaining.
That's a bad move
because to the layman, gloves protect the hand, and most people break knuckles.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you
mean? My missing knuckles?
You mean what they call boxer fracture?
Yeah, look at my missing knuckles. Like, I got no knuckles. Like, I didn't know you had to do the same ones. That's hilarious. Yeah.
It's a boxer fracture.
Yeah,
dude.
my poor knuckles. These ones, I still got these. But anyways, it's like, yeah, with normal hands, you break knuckles, and you can't punch. It's hard to. You can't do these looping shots. You know. But very, very interesting. But I do think because they're even trying to do those medieval. Have you seen those ones?
Yeah, we watched that. Remember, Drew turns on.
That's right.
Yeah, that was great.
And
but that's still boring.
It's still pretty wild.
After a while, it gets really boring because
they're all kind of dorks, too.
They're dorks, and nobody's getting hurt, dude. I want to see some fucking pain, all right?
I want to see someone die, get stabbed.
I want to see accidentally a head get lopped off.
Do you think it may come to that at some point? Like somebody's going to do knife fights?
I hope they do it with prisoners, dude. I'm telling you.
Wild.
Death row fucking inmates, dude.
Full of fucking knives in there?
Yeah.
Like in Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome?
You know, or was that Death Race where they race cars and shit, you know, and do something cool. At least with my tax dollars instead of me just paying for some fucking schlup that I wish would be dead anyway.
Well, people are doing crazy shit for the gram, they call it, right? For the Instagram.
No, yeah.
Where they're risking their lives with stuff. And some of them like fall off buildings where they're doing these things.
Oh, the selfies and shit.
They're doing selfies. And there's a guy that fell off.
Yeah, I saw that. Well, I saw that one where it was a couple. And they went on a hike and tried to get the most beautiful thing that they could, so they set up their tripod with their fucking phone, dude, and that's all was found.
Oh,
so they got the last picture that they took before they took a header down a fucking like 150
shit. Like the last picture's all shit.
No, it was actually them still happy because I didn't think they lost their footing.
All that's for the
maybe it was when they turned backed up just a little bit after taking the picture.
All that's for likes.
Yeah, well,
damn, that's crazy.
You're so into yourself that you can't just be out in nature and take a picture of fucking nature. I have to be in the picture.
Well, because it's for likes.
Yeah, that's the stupidest thing ever, dude.
That plays into people's narcissistic brain. We all have it, by the way, which is what they say, that we all have it to some degree. And so all this social media and everything is playing into our narcissism, when you...
But I don't do social media, and...
God bless you, too.
And usually it's the girls in my family that take
lucky bastard, yeah.
The girls take the pictures in my family.
Yeah.
And when they ask me why I don't take pictures everywhere I go, I say, because I like to live in the moment.
Yeah.
It's cool that you guys are there to, take these pictures and shit, but think about life before pictures.
Yeah.
People could get along without it.
We got along.
Yeah, we got along.
Well, or back in the day with like the Doc Holliday days where if there was a picture, well, it took 30 minutes to take that picture. So nobody's smiling.
And you better sit still.
So they're just...
Yeah, you better
That's
sit
why
still.
No one's smiling. They're just...
Yeah, because they're hungry. They want to fucking drink. They want to fucking smoke. You know, shit. And they can't do shit. They're like 30 minutes.
Yeah, and then it finally goes... Right, the picture gets on.
And you're like, did you get it? And he's like, nah, it came out blurry. You moved. Fuck.
They're like, I think so. I think we got it. We're going to have to draw in the rest. Yeah. But I think that, there is something to it, man, with all the pictures and all the video. It's very nice because we can just capture our loved ones and things like that. But
I'm not the guy doing it, bro. I mean, there's been a couple of times where I'm with my kids and I'm like, hell yeah, like we're fucking taking some kind of nature hike and shit like that, and I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to get you picture with you out in the forest. And shit. Or if a girl's not around, that's when I'm taking the picture.
It may be in our age group too, because I don't have the picture. Like, I need to get this for my Instagram. I don't have that.
Yeah, I don't either.
I do have it. Those things where my fucking dogs are laying weird, and I'm like, ooh, I got to remember that.
That's funny.
Yeah, I got to do something like that.
Well, I do that too, especially with my son, dude. He'll be sleeping and his hair's all fucked up, and I'm like, hell yeah,
dude! Look at that bedhead. That shit is wild.
That shit looks great, dude.
Or I got to get my girl. My girl just rolled out in some fucking new underwear I just got her. I'm like, boom, gotcha.
I'm keeping that for later.
Spank bank. Let's go. I'll be swiping. Nice. I'll be swiping between you and Sofia Vergara. Hell yeah. I'm good at video editing now, so I'm editing her. And,
the head's just
the head keeps coming back in.
Spot.
She's watching like, what the fuck? Yeah.
What is this hack job that you did?
I'm like, hey, it's working for me. Okay.
I didn't say it had to be perfect.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect at all. Since I get a glimpse of Sofia Vergara's stomach, I'm good. Let's go, dude. Let's go. That girl is crazy hot.
Yeah, but the man, I gotta mute it.
I think she's so hot that I'm in.
Really? Even with
Yeah.
the accent, dude?
Yeah, the accent's good for me.
Think you can hang for like 2 hours?
Well, I think that's her character, though. That whole loud.
You think
She's
so?
probably not that loud in real life.
Yeah, that's probably a fact.
I think so because, you know what I mean. Like, I really think successful people. There's a reason why they're successful. They're not annoying all the time. They're not.
Yeah, you couldn't be wandered around.
And if you've been in a long marriage,
But then again,
know,
there
like-
is such people as Andy Dick. He's fucking annoying, dude.
well, he
If I could stand him, dude.
is not successful anymore. He's kind of hit that point where people are like, I've had enough of that.
Yeah, but the guy was for a little while.
I mean, I guess because he's funny. I guess, you know, when you're funny,
Not really.
yeah, I don't find him. I mean, in movies, he's kind of funny.
Nah.
I go, it's kind of funny. But,
He's whatever.
I mean, those are examples. I really believe this. You know, it's like I'm going to say some things about, like, Tracy Morgan is one, right? He has this whole thing where he's this crazy character, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he barely knows his lines, and that's not true. He knows his lines. That boy shows up on time. If not, they'd fire his ass. There's a million Tracy Morgans. There's a million. He's on time. This is an act that he's this crazy. Now, he is loony in order to do that when the camera's on. That's part of the talent, you know?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, dude. You taught me more about Hollywood than I ever thought I'd know, dude.
Yeah, I mean, and I've met guys like that too. I've seen it. I've seen the wackiness turn on the camera, and then when the camera's off, they're straight laced and
switched.
they're back to being just boring. Which, you know, like I've seen it, and that's why what makes good actors, like where they're just somebody, and then the camera goes on and their whole shit changes. That makes a good actor. Like you're just like, oh shit, dude.
Yeah, but then there's been something different too. Like Robin Williams was funny on and off. You know, like fucking.
And a like a Jim Carrey. Like
Jim
those guys
Carrey.
are
Jim
a dime.
Carrey.
Those guys are one in a million.
Yeah,
like
dude.
you're not gonna find another Jim Carrey.
That motherfucker.
But sometimes those guys are a lot. They're a lot.
a little over the top.
and
I
you're
got
like,
you.
oh,
I got you.
like I bet you there's
Well,
definitely.
especially Robin Williams. To me, sometimes like
Yeah, I love Jim Carrey, but yeah, it's like I bet you just because we love Jim Carrey, right? But I think if Robin Williams shows up to your dinner party, you're like, fuck,
he's never gonna
we're
stop.
we're not gonna get a word in.
Yeah, he's never gonna stop.
He won't shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And there's definitely those guys too, where they're
Yeah,
always on.
You think that's why he hung himself? Because he figured out that he. Or am I just
don't-
dark and twisted for thinking that?
I don't think he hung himself either.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
That was a setup, just like a old Bob Saget.
Yeah, man.
That,
I think
that
Bob-
one hurt.
I think Bob Saget was murdered.
I think so too.
Yeah, it doesn't match up. The smash to his head was not enough that he
And that one,
he could
that
have.
one hurt because I fucking love Bob
Oh,
Saget.
Bob Saget's
dude.
the man.
Yeah, yeah. The first time I heard him cuss when I was a kid doing
Yeah.
his stand up, and I was like, "What the fuck? This guy does this too?"
Yeah.
And he was funny as fuck because you don't expect him to cuss.
Well, the
you know?
boy was making a living. He goes, "This is my job. I'm America's Funniest Home Video. I can be that guy. Oh, I can be that guy.
Yep.
You know that he's like ultimately that's a job. He's like, oh, I can do that. Oh, now I don't have to be that guy anymore. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Let's be dirty now, right? But also he has all his comedy friends and everybody. No one had a negative word to say about that dude. You know what I mean?
So what would be the point of killing him? Is what I don't understand. Like, but then again, I say that about Martin Luther King, fucking JFK, everybody that has been killed that I don't think should have been.
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't know. I don't have much of a conspiracy for Bob Saget, but there's no way. People are just like, oh, he hit his head and he died. Yeah, that matches up.
Yeah, and I remember that did not
Well-
match up, and
Well, okay, you ready? Vaccine, maybe?
What do you mean?
Maybe.
What do you mean?
Well, he got the vaccine like a month before his death. The COVID vaccine.
But still, I thought the whole hang up was because he was found in his bed, right? Or near his bed?
I think near his bed. They're trying
Near
to
his bed.
claim that
but
maybe.
but the hit and the breakage of the skull did not match up with somebody just falling out of bed or standing up and falling down or anything like that. Like he was forced.
Right.
Because that's what I remember.
Right. But the conspiracy was that he was talking about the vaccine was not doing well for him. He was starting to talk about it, that he was feeling ill and he was feeling sick.
That I didn't get wind of that part, dude.
Jeff Ross said that, and some other comics was he was starting to come out about. Now it's all conspiracy.
Yeah, it's black helicopter shit.
It's all
dude, I
but
it's interesting.
that is where it's like, well, we can't. This was at the height of all this stuff. Well, we can't have this guy coming out and being like, well, that's
going to stop
a beloved
millions.
guy
Yeah,
that is starting to be like
of people.
Yeah, it's just a thought. I have no proof in any of that.
But I mean,
and don't get me started on that.
I do see where you're going with it, dude.
Yeah.
And I would think the same thing.
I mean, that's a long. I mean, what I just said, I know is a very much a stretch. Someone comes in with a baseball bat, but if you've ever seen House of Cards, it doesn't not happen. Let's say that. How many times it doesn't not happen?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Just to keep your mouth shut. People do get killed.
That's a fact.
Does happen.
And sometimes our government is the one doing the killing.
Our government, big companies that need people to keep their mouth shut.
Yeah, most of our 3-digit agencies in our government, they'll fucking kill you.
Sure. It doesn't not happen.
Nah.
So I think that's a better way to go at conspiracies. You could say, well, is it 0% that it doesn't happen? Or does happen? Or is it maybe...
Is there a chance?
Is there maybe 5%?
Yeah, because it's like in court. Is there any kind of reasonable doubt that this couldn't happen?
Right.
I mean, if it could happen, fuck yeah.
And we are very good. I mean, I think just people, because we got to go about our lives. I was about to say as Americans, but maybe just as people. When it's obviously a cover-up or something is obviously squirrely, we just go about our lives. We ask questions. We do podcasts about it or whatever, but we just go about our lives.
But I do too, but most of the time I like to check up on it.
Yeah.
I check up on it. Like I'll revisit it and see if there's any new shit, like is somebody finally going to get arrested for this? You know, like, I mean,
because it's just because like whatever, they're in the government, CIA or higher power or whatever, what, you think they don't lie?
Yeah.
You think it's no matter what Republican, liberal, whatever side you're on, you think they don't lie?
Everybody lies.
Have you ever been in divorce court?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen your wife lie about something? You're like, whoa.
Everybody lies.
And
I've lied.
And you're telling me? Yeah, but I say I do white lies too.
Yeah.
Make sure I don't offend. Do I look fat in this dress?
I don't do that. I don't.
No, good.
I don't ever white lie, but I do lie sometimes too.
I white lie every day. Every day. We're having fun. Yeah, I'm having fun too.
Okay, you got me.
That's a white lie.
You got me.
When you're with your parents, you have to lie about everything. Lie about everything.
No, I not everything.
I lie about 100% everything. How you doing, Ian? I'm good. That's a lie. I'm not. I'm irritated.
Well, now it reminds me of that Married with Children episode where Al's like, no, I don't want them coming over because they're going to ask me hard questions like, how are you doing?
Yeah. But you can't say you don't. There's 0% lying, right?
No, you can't.
You know what I mean? Like, I'll tell you the truth as much as I can, but I have to not say some things. I have to, or like your parents will never let it go, or you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What'd you do today? Oh, well, to be honest, I actually hired a dominatrix and threw baloney at her all night and laughed at her hysterically while doing cocaine off the table.
And then after she farted in my eye.
Yeah, and well, I mean, by the way, that's a true story that I just told you. But and I've said that to my dad. What'd you do last night? I go, you really want to know? You really want to know, Dad? He goes, no. I go, there you go. Stop asking me what I did last night.
Don't ask questions you don't want the answers to.
Fucking had a dominatrix over and I threw shit at her because it was funny because she's a dominatrix.
It is kind of a, that's like.
Yeah, that's your son. That's your son. So you have to lie about that.
I would be proud because I've even told my old man, I'm like, he's like, if your mom dies, I'm just done with girls and this and that. And I was like, oh yeah, me and Ian talking about that shit all the time. And I was like, so it's cocaine and hookers from here on out, son. And he was like, my heart can't handle the coke. And he's like, And I probably can't handle the hookers.
But okay, just be in the room then.
Yeah.
It's still nice to be in the room.
Yeah. Hey, we'll get a hot tub, a couple of hookers, dude. What was that? Fucking with Ben Stiller's fucking dad, dude. Where he's in the
Jerry Stiller.
Yeah. Where he's in the hot tub with that was a Heartbreak Kid.
Yeah.
There you go. He's like, come on, we'll get a couple of whores. Like, come on.
Well, yeah. I mean, but again, okay, let's switch it. You have a son.
Mm-hmm.
Your son turns 21, or he's 25. Let's say he's 25. What'd you do last night, son? Do you want to hear that he hired a couple of hookers and did drugs with these girls? Do you want to hear that?
As long as he's honest with me, yes, I do.
I don't know if I believe you.
I do. Yeah, it's my kid, man. I love my kid, no matter what. Even if he's done the most horrible shit.
No, for sure. I'm with you.
So I'm not going to judge him.
I'm going
to say,
but you're looking at him like,
I'm going to say, in my day, the only thing I would have done different is slap her ass at the end. But you did good, son.
I'm just saying, you're beautiful boy. Like what I just described. I had fucking dominatrix over, and I threw baloney at her. And I laughed hysterically to myself. It was just me and her.
Well, I will also say, son, you need Jesus. I will.
Okay. Well, there you go. Would you look at him? You know what I mean?
No, not different. No.
So you have to just nothing.
No, dude.
I said nothing.
I've done weird shit in my life too, bro.
Okay.
I mean, so I'm not gonna.
And that's not even a bad one. But like,
no, we're just scratching the surface, are we? Give me another tidbit.
Oh, with me, that's my bag. Those kind of things. I don't think I have anything else that's more like I would. You know what I mean? It's mostly with weird chicks, me being fucking just throwing shit.
Was it Oscar Mayer, dude?
No, actually, it's Ralph's brand turkey. The you get the big thing of deli slices. It's funnier that it makes it on sale. No, I did make it worse. I didn't actually hire her. No, I had her. We were on a podcast together, and that's how that went down. And we went to Jumbo's Clown. This is not a lie. We all went to Jumbo's Clown Room in Hollywood, and we proceeded to get fucked up, dude. And we went back to my place. Okay. And she's a dominatrix. She's a professional dominatrix. I'll say it. Yeah, everybody's doing coke. Okay.
Hell yeah.
And I proceeded to pull out turkey and tell her to dance while I throw turkey at her, and she did it.
Dance, monkey.
And I was laughing so hard. You know when you laugh, like your
gut starts hurting.
I couldn't stop. And then I started to see her smile go down a little bit, which almost made me even funnier.
You're like, am I having too much fun? Ah, fuck it.
Because I know what she does to dudes as a job. Like she smashes,
oh yes.
So I was kind of turning the table, and I think she was liking that because it was finally once in her life. Maybe I don't know, whatever.
Ah, yeah.
But it was. So what I'm saying is, and I did, hang on my dad, and I was kind of hungover, and he was like, so "What'd you do last night?" I said, "You really want to know, Dad? You really want me to tell you?" It's like, and he was like, "Nah, I don't."
I would, dude. I think your dad would get a good fucking laugh out of something like that, dude. I think that's probably why I told my pops most of the shit that I've done. I would say 98%.
Yeah.
What happened to your eye?
Not from me.
No, I know. Shut the fuck up. I wouldn't even think that.
Okay, good.
I was thinking some dickhead fucking or some bitch at the gym or...
She does these VR boxing classes. And she took her headset off and forgot she had the controller in her hand and went like this, and it smashed her in the eye. Is that right?
Yep, you got it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
As long as nobody's trying to be mean to you.
Nah, it was a fucking...
Everybody was trying to beat me up.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I would prefer you hit yourself over somebody else hit you.
Still that bad, huh?
But I was like, I was pissed off. To the viewer, my girl's got a black eye from hitting herself on accident. But what I'm saying is, me being the boyfriend doesn't look good to her, people that know her that don't necessarily like me that much. You know
I
what
think
mean?
that makes it hilarious.
You know, it's like,
Honestly.
pop me another beer, goddamn.
Honestly, I think that
Speaking
makes
of,
it hilarious. Be like, you see what happens when you don't listen?
yeah. But
I mean, dude,
I already told her.
I would
once.
play that.
I told her
would
once.
actually play it.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
told her once, not twice. You know, she learned the first time. But
At least you can tell she's a fast learner.
I do want to circle back because I do find this interesting. You don't want to know everything your son does. You definitely do not.
No, not everything. That's why I said I tell my
Because I want you to rack your brain right now, and everybody watching and listening, rack your brain on some fucking gross shit that you've done in life,
vile stuff.
some vile shit that you've done in life that you definitely don't want your parents to see, that you don't want your grandmother and father in heaven to see while they're looking down on you.
Definitely not.
Yeah,
Yep.
we've all had it,
Oh yeah, several occasions.
right?
Several occasions. I mean, you know, I was young once.
But boy, it's fun.
Yeah.
So
I tell stories about it fondly.
yeah, and that also circles back as like where again back when we were talking about with like dopamine. It's hard to get my dopamine high because I've seen that already.
Been there, done that.
I've already done that. We'd have to do some crazy ass shit right now for me to be like, this was so much fun. You know what I mean?
And even if we did do some real crazy ass shit, I don't picture you saying that at all.
I mean,
Because, like you said, then we wouldn't really be having fun.
yeah, right. We just go, or you wake up hungover, and be like, holy shit,
I'd be
that
like, full of shit.
I'd be like, that was fucking wild, huh? All right, moving along. That's what I'm saying. It's like, do you think that's a curse? A little bit of a curse that we can't get our fucking dopamine up because we've, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I kind of feel like it is, dude, because it's, you know, especially when you see the joy in other people's faces with the little things and stuff like that.
Right.
And you feel nothing at all. And you look in their soul, dude, and you're just like, you poor sorry son of a bitch.
Or maybe we're the poor sorry son of a bitch that we can't catch that joy.
Yeah, maybe I should be saying that to
We
myself.
can't catch that joy from something so simple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe there's something to that.
Yeah. Maybe what is it? Fucking not knowing is the best way to go. You know,
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to
Oh,
say.
ignorance is definitely bliss.
Yeah, on most
100%.
on most shit. I'll be honest with you.
I sometimes think about that, you know, like just whatever, you know, when you know things and the lot of the population doesn't, and you go, you lucky sons of bitches. You get to just know that it's not all fucking corrupt or whatever.
Coast
You
through
could
it.
just
You don't
coast
even have
through
to go through the highs and lows of all the bullshit.
all the bullshit, whatever. You know, it's like I feel that a lot, and sometimes and this is something I'll admit. I even said this to Jenna the other day, where she was here. I'll tell you exactly, and maybe you guys will feel me on this. She was busting my balls a little bit in the kitchen. We were just talking. I don't know. I can't remember what we were talking about, but and she started busting my balls on something, and I go, baby, don't make me stop talking to you. I go, what you do? I go, because right now I'm forcing myself to be human and have a conversation with you. I'd rather not talk. But so she was like, oh, all right, sorry. But I was like, don't stop me from talking because I'd rather not.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, before I lose my train of thought on the point that I was trying to get to.
Yeah.
Because I really don't give a fuck to say.
I'd
what
rather
I'm saying,
not
right?
talk.
Yeah,
I'd rather not talk.
Yeah.
I'd rather not make small talk. You know. So it's like, so I told her yesterday. I go, baby, I'm forcing myself to be human and talk to you right now. So don't fuck that up. You know?
couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah. Because with all this shit, most of the time, and I'll admit this too, I go, Ian. In my head, I go, Ian, act like you're having fun. Ian, make sure you show them that you're being happy right now. I say that.
You're not alone in that. Dude.
Okay, thank you.
You're
For
not.
fuck's sake. I'll be like at a table or something with a bunch of people, and I go, now, Ian, make sure you laugh at least somebody's shit.
Yeah.
You know, Ian, make sure you smile.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
third joke you should kind of chuckle a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, even though they've all been terrible.
Oh, it's all terrible. And I go, and all your stories are boring.
Yeah.
They're too long. You need to get to a climax to the story. We got to get there.
I'm actually trying to think about my own problems, but you keep trying to overtalk me, right?
I start like I want to listen. I do. People are human behavior is very interesting to me.
Yeah, me too.
But holy fuck, if you guys can't get to the point, get to it.
You know, I mean, it's like a sandwich. You know, I mean, you know, you got the filler.
Yeah.
You got the fucking.
Don't give me too much lettuce.
You got the end. No.
Let's get to the meat.
Yeah.
God damn it. Get to the meat of the sandwich.
I'm talking about.
Fuck, dude. And man, and this is why a lot of times where you're in conversations and you forget you're not with your friends sometimes, and you go, that's right. You guys don't have this sense of humor.
No. Oh, dude.
You forget you're not with your boys.
When I fucking do.
I think too much and I swear I fight too much. I wish violence was not the answer. Time to change, so let's move along. Some fall. Why listen to everything we fall? We're inside the same, or have we lost our sense of self?